Is a VPN good for internet security? Well, it depends on what you're trying to secure yourself from. That's my home network in the background, so we can talk a little bit about layers of security on the internet. So, in regards to a VPN inside of your own home network, it really doesn't make much sense in most use cases, unless you're talking about, protecting yourself from some very sore people in a match in Call of Duty that may DDoS you or something like that. Outside of that, it doesn't really make sense in the home. Now, when you're out in public using a public Wi-Fi, like an airport, a coffee shop, something like that, oh, hell yeah, then VPNs really make sense. Because, well, in a public Wi-Fi, I can still see everyone's traffic using a tool like Wireshark so that I can actually, see everything going on, and then I can capture that traffic so that I can actually be able to crack it later on. But what a VPN does is it encapsulates your entire traffic by letting you tunnel from one server to another. A VPN in most corporations is so you can have a secure tunnel from one site to the other. Now, by consequence of what a lot of people understand a VPN to be, is that it is, giving them an IP address somewhere else. That's merely one configuration of a VPN, but by no means the only use case. I use VPNs a lot in my day-to-day work between different sites and stuff. But you can, also use different ways to secure your home servers. Like, if you're hosting Minecraft, things like that, there's ways you can set up deceptions, like Cloudflare Argo tunnels, so that you don't expose your IP address, things like that, if you're home labbing. So, there's many layers that go on into security, but a VPN is only one possible option. But when it comes to being secure on the internet, it matters more about using secure passwords, having a password manager, using secure multi-factor authentication, such as my Yubico YubiKey security keys here. These are like the gold standard when it comes to multi-factor authentication, and at least using an application for your two-factor, like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or there's Authy too, which I've used for a few years. But yeah, security is mostly just about common sense, and in the terms of a VPN, common sense states it's public Wi-Fi that's not owned by me, therefore I can't fully trust it, so I should make a connection that allows me to be able to trust everything that it goes over. So, in public, VPNs make sense. In private, not so much. Oh, and because I know people are going to ask me which VPN I recommend Molvad. I've always recommended Molvad. I only use NordVPN when I actually need to connect to streaming stuff, but for my day-to-day use, Molvad.